Nah. Okay, that should be fine now. Hello everyone, I am really sorry that I was so late. So I've been waiting for a delivery today and it just refused to arrive. It just kept getting held back until about like 8 o'clock and it was finally here. So then I could finally go to the shops to buy some food. But anyway, we're back, I've had something to eat, and we should be able to continue on. And finally going into chapter 8. That is always good. Just gonna I'm just gonna wait, rather, for everything to, you know, pop in, get all of the notifications up. Which shouldn't take too long. Oh, and as I say that, it's immediately in Discord. It seems to not want to do it on Stream Elements. That is absolutely fine. I can just wait. Well, no, not wait, however. I can just keep going. I don't really need to wait for Stream Elements. I am hoping that my module doesn't start jumping around again like it did yesterday. I have no idea why it did that. Oh, there's Stream Elements. Can't wait to see your reaction to Chapter 8. Time for a dose of Depresso Espresso. Fun fact, your language was clearer while you were drunk. Okay, let's move in. Also, probably time for cough drops with how much reading. Yes. I've also got drink to the side. Okay. In the remote tundra, patrol squads dressed in black beetle-like uniforms comb through remote villages to hunt down the infected. Okay, so static roadblock blocks the movement of Ursa civilians and Tallulah. The fighter can be destroyed by your units. Okay, I'm guessing this is going to be some sort of flashback just from that alone. Okay, let's have a look here. That's... Oh no, it is bad. I was going to say that's not too bad, that's a single choke point, but it's not. It's actually 2 areas. Okay. Probably not going to use Perfumer for this one. I might just use a normal EBB. I could use that one. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna be in a position to do damage in order to heal though. So I think I'll just start off with regular Hibbibi.
I won't fail you. I will protect everyone.
I've got a lot of defenders. I don't know why. I think I was trying to. You can use both Gavial now. That is somewhat true. What is her thing though? I've only got it to level 1 at the moment, but I could... That looks relatively decent. Let's see if I can level... Bah! Couldn't quite get to the end. Oh well. Better than nothing. I could try with her. I say try as if I've never played with her. Do I not have you set? Oh, hello Marty, how you doing? There we go.
Leave her to me. Go show him what you're made of.
Yeah. You had a question for me? Oh yeah, sorry. I've been relatively busy a lot of today, so I hadn't gone around to saying anything. I'll do it after stream, don't worry. And then I noticed you were streaming, so I decided to wait. Karma's still suffering through the curse of level 6. Yeah, it just keeps happening. Every time I've got an operator, it goes immediately up to level 6, and then it's always something I don't have. I might swap out for an Exu. For now, I'll keep it on auto. I'm just going to play safe. Okay, I think I'll stick with that for now. Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be cutscene. Yep, cutscene first. Raytheon. Okay, looks like we're in present day. Yes. Oh. Going right into it then. No more glitchy avatar tonight? I hope not. I do not know why it was doing that. It was something to do with my camera because it happened on my 3D model as well. So hopefully we can keep it as it is. I'll keep an eye on it though. So, you're finally here. I forgot how that was pronounced. I'm just going to say Chen. The storm hasn't broken for days. The whole valley's snowed over. The raspberry bushes still haven't budded. It's like spring will never come. We're trapped here, starving, dressed thin, and every silent day we pass waiting for the snow to melt drives us out of our minds. You know, there's something about it all I find odd. We've never once had a smooth time of it. Any better circumstances, and they'd go to shit fast the moment I get involved. Maybe it really is like the Longmanites say. I'm a bad omen. Nothing good comes of being around me. It reminds me of something from a hell of a long time ago. I've been thinking how I need to share my thoughts with you in order to find peace. I'm assuming she's writing to her by letter, I'm guessing. December 14th. Third year without the black snake. A small Ursus hamlet. Tallulah, get back here. You can't let them see you like that, for heaven's sake. Nice outfit, not gonna lie. I'm not entirely sure what the can't be seen like that is. I don't see any signs of oropathy or anything. Unless they just mean maybe what she's wearing is something that they can't wear. Or maybe they can't brandish a sword. We'll see. Oh, don't worry. I'm coming in now. Well, this all looks nice and homely. Would love to see how it goes badly. Why won't you just take those clothes off? I've said it over and over. They'll bring those damned bugs around. Those big, black, poisonous bugs. One bite and the whole field goes barren. I always wear my normal clothes, don't I? I have only been wearing these lately because I had to be outside. Oh, hello, Walter. You remember the gentleman who gave me these clothes, don't you? The handsome one. He wouldn't recognize me in anything else. I believe destiny will send him to me again. When that time comes, you and your husband can both live happily ever after. Okay, Tallulah, the Disney princess, apparently. Tallulah. A bold-faced liar, that's what you are. What about everything you've said before, then? Oh, what was it I said before? I've forgotten. It was the same, wasn't it? Okay, so it looks like she was already kind of a bit of a liar then. You said your father gave you these clothes as a birthday gift. You said he was robbed blind by some ring-headed foreigner, and you ran off crying, these clothes soaked in his blood. You're all over the place. The time before that was a different story too. So I can't keep it straight. Your memory's just wonderful. Don't suck up to me. Always talking complete nonsense. I've got a foot in the grave, but look at you, running an old coot like me in circles. Don't you feel even a bit of shame? Tallulah's are probably not. I'm sorry. That's wrong of me, really. Also, yes, hello Christmas, I can see comments. It might have just been on your end. Sometimes you can send a message and it will go through, but it won't appear on your end. It's weird. Now sit down. Don't bother with your clothes. Driving me up the wall. Chop chop, polish off that lunch already. You've told me you'd be back by noon, and its sun's almost down. I left the soup on for you, but it's nearly boiled dry now. You may as well be having your supper at this rate. Oh dear, Her Majesty. How could our little girl turn out this way? Get that down, you. The old man still wants you for something. Oh, that miserable drunk. Where's he run off now? You'll have to find him yourself. Alright, I get it. You grew up so well, but not a single true word comes out of your mouth. Just like all those sweet-talking youngsters in the city. Okay, so she actually is a bit of a pathological liar, I guess. I nearly got swindled once when I was younger. There's nothing good about them. Enough. I've heard this 100 times. Talking back. Right, here. Oh, come on. Take your plate now, and eat your bread. Snipsy snap. Don't rush like that, you'll choke. Wait, didn't you just say to be quick? You were all soaked in the blood the day... Oh, you're all soaked in blood the day you showed up, though. I still get chills thinking about it, Tallulah. If you weren't one of those good kids, the old man would have split your head open with a hatchet right there and then. Who can even tell if someone else is good or bad at a single glance? Well, that day you ran here, it was an evening dark as dark was, with all beasts crawling outside, burden beasts or meat beasts. They never stopped howling. It really made me uneasy. And then that thing you were carrying. What a big knife it was. I'd never seen one so big in all my years. Why did that just make me think of that's not a knife, this is a knife. That was a sword. A sword, not a knife. And I don't take it to clear out mountain paths again. Oh, and don't take it to clear out mountain paths again. Wow. That's not what it's for. And by the way, didn't we agree never to speak of that again? I'm getting upset. Whoops, my big mouth. Oh, Emperor above. I won't say a word more. Not a single word of it again. Oh, your majesty, forgive an old blabbermouth for her careless slip. That's enough. Surely the Emperor's in no place to care. He's living it up just fine in his grand old city. And us? We can't even find potatoes to eat next week. He couldn't do anything for us, even if he wanted to. For that matter, I'm wondering if you even know who the Emperor is now. How rude. The soup. Are we out of salt? Yes, we ran out a while ago. The salt jar went empty last night. You're just as wasteful as that old man, eating all our salt. You'll pickle yourself dead. I think that's the first I've ever heard that before. Hello, Still, how you doing? And hello, Merwind and Zach and Sweetie. There's a few people I've missed in the chat. How's Tallulah so far? Lying through her teeth, but behaving. And Lord knows what in the world you're up to when you leave for days at a time. You come back with nothing, no money, not even a thing to eat. A girl driving this house to ruin. I get it, I get it. I'm changing it out now. So healthy you are. You ought to be working. Don't bother. I had a chat with Alina just a minute ago. She'll bring us some salt. Now look at you. Alina is a lot more reliable than you. She likes her studying. She gets hands-on with her work. And you still can't even sew your own clothes. To each their own. Eh? What do you mean? Everyone has their own ambitions. So what ambitions you got? Or to find someone good, a strong lad and lass, if we leave you to do the work. Mosalto? I don't know who that is. Or what that is. Be rotting underground before long. I haven't slacked once in the yearly farm work. You've only been here how many years? Oh, you're not going to make it past the first stage, are you? Tallulah never falls behind on her work. Please stop scolding her. Alina, you need to help me talk some sense into her, or else she'll keep going on like this and there's not much wrong with that. Oh, at last you're here. You're the only one who knows how to quiet her down. So, you're all grown up, are you? Think you're a noble just because you draped yourself in some uniform you got from Lord knows where. Small as you are, you put on airs anyway. Where do you learn that? I've work to do. You two eat up if you're hungry. Alina, Tallulah, don't eat too much. Leave some for Alina. Alright. Anyway. I'll be fine, ma'am. Thank you. Tallulah, I've brought some salt over. The salt merchant will be here the next week, so remember to buy some then. Is the salt merchant what we're calling League of Legends now? Thank you so much, Alina. Without you, we'd be going on for another 20 minutes. I can hear you. Where'd you go this time? Nowhere, just out for a walk to feel the wind. Right, the landscape painting you wanted. Ah, you actually remembered. Thank you a lot, Tallulah. This brush type, this isn't by the local painters. The old painter in Schmear? I don't know, Schmear. Only knows hard strokes. I can't imagine him using a feather brush. These soft tips, this was a night eye's plumage from before it was molted. Tallulah, you went to the city. Can't hide anything from you. Why hide things from me? I'm not... is that Gendarme? Gandamer? I don't know. Gandamer. I have never actually seen that word before. Or a tax collector. You don't need to know about any of it. It's danger all around there. Or is that supposed to be dangerous? I don't know. And you're in the thick of it then? Cop, okay. The deer facing her seemed almost supernatural. The white-haired Draco felt deep down that if you didn't want Alina to know what was happening, your best option was to not let those things happen at all. It's a hybrid police soldier, right, okay. Gendarmerie? Something like that. I've never heard of the term, to be honest. Yeah, I already read a bit. I'm just saying, Alina, you don't need to worry about the... Trouble! There's trouble! What's all the racket about? Storming in without even knocking. I don't know what I'll do if the bolt's broken. French military police, right. Oh, so like the Guardia Civil. Okay, I see. The infected patrol unit. Your old man brought this rabble on us. What? Tallulah, where are you going? Oh, the knife. Alina, don't let her wave that thing around. This is Ursus, isn't it? Why are you writing it as if you're English? Just let me repeat myself, old boy. I could just break your leg and come in all the same. You've already come searching before. What are you here for now? We can't even afford your taxes anymore. What more do you want to wring out of us? This is a routine inspection. We don't care how you try to sweeten the pots this time. We're mandated to inspect every 2 years. If we don't carry this out, then we're all in for the whip. But if you just consent, we can't give anything anymore. We've got nothing to give. No money, no jewelry, not even any more food. Not any of us. I meant as in just like how an English person would say something, you know, saying old boy. Like, it just, like, I could not read that sentence without immediately giving some sort of English accent to it. The hell are you going on for? This is a routine inspection. Out of the way. Sir, officer. Sir, we've got nothing left to give. Honest to heaven. If you need to take something with you, just take me for God's sake. I said, out of the way. My leg. What are you doing? Some girl from somewhere. Ah, yes. Great professional investigative Mr. Military Police, sir. Could you imagine that being called out on radio? Yes, we've got some girl from somewhere. Hey, your clothes there. Where'd you come from? No farmer could afford to wear those. I'm asking, what are you doing here? Huh? Not a step closer. What do you think you're doing? Have you seen your eyes? Don't you look terrifying? Do I see a death wish? Okay, not as long of a cutscene as I expected. I imagine that's going to change very quickly.
Operation commencing. Everyone, let's play!
Yeah, I'm just going to go with this.
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Oh! So we can break those blocks, but technically we don't need to. So it can still block them, it's just only if we suddenly need to let civilians pass or something, I guess then we would need to sacrifice the blockades. That is quite an interesting take on using the blocks. I'm going to need more people soon. You will want that though, yeah. What do I have on? Oh, I've got the chain thing at the moment. I think I will put... not yet, no. I think I'm going to do him instead.
Alright then.
And now do this. Oh, I actually didn't need to because he was going to die immediately anyway. Okay. I could potentially... yeah. Don't forget, this isn't Siracusa anymore. In what way? Oh, I shouldn't really have someone there. Not yet. What I will do, however, I thought I swapped out Steward. Okay.
Got it. Freeze. Doesn't matter to me. Catch. Oh, wait. Freeze!
Remember the civilians from IS-2 there. Oh, okay, interesting.
I'll charge the weak spot.
There we go.
Who's next?
Alright, this isn't going too badly. This is going to start going badly. I'm just going to do some delaying actions.
Positioning.
Okay, now I'm going to put down a healer.
Whatever you say. So many weaknesses.
Hello, cat. How are you doing?
Tell me, what's your plan?
Mission accomplished.
I'm doing great. How's Arknights? It's going okay right now. I didn't cut off your hands. Pick up yourself up. Don't you dare think this is over. I'll cut out your tongue right there then. Right here then. I don't know what sound I just made. Off he goes. You probably should have killed him. He's gonna go and get back up. Are you okay? What the hell have you done? Oh God, Tallulah, look what you've done. Tallulah, we'll have to transport the village in 2 days. Look at what you've fought a patrolman. There'll be hell to pay now. Letting him beat you was even less of an idea. It's getting late, and he'll be on the run if I kill him now. And he's on the run. If I kill him now, we'll be long gone by the time the others find his remains. But that wouldn't solve any of our problems. Once the patrol unit regroups, they'd still come looking for us. They might well be out to get revenge on us. And yet you did it! Now what do we do? Calm down. They're looking for infected. They still don't know. Don't know what? They don't know what I'm about to do. Hey, Tallulah. It's okay. Come on. I'll walk you back. Your leg there. It'll need special attention to heal. So today is the day you start helping me walk. Always thought I was still in good shape myself. Who would have guessed I couldn't outrun it? Tallulah, there's something I need to tell you. What is it? Good question. Sorry, I don't remember. Look at me now. Look at my memory. That's some impressive forgetfulness, all right.
Let's grab a nice dinner after we clean up the battlefield. My treat.
Interesting. Oh, and right into a cutscene. Okay. Oh, interesting. There's no connection lines. Oh, RN. Okay, so this is 2 different lines. But it does look like we have to do it in order anyway, because I can't continue until I've done this one regardless. Notice the background cities? Oh yeah. Doing a bit of Inception over here. Interesting. 10:32. The war continues, but the situation has changed. Ooh, I wonder which war. Oh! Is it the war between Lungman and, Actually, okay, so it's either now, the fight against Reunion, or it's the previous war that happened in the past. But I'm assuming it's present day, so probably against Reunion. Law, original law, had behind it, in synonymous form with vengeance, the same original need, the need for violence. City-states made pledges to their people and used sumptuous lives and stable surroundings to appease them. To let their lifespans serve one man-made purpose, to tame their innate will to subjugate, to teach them to be at ease, to lead them to be weak. Our Majesty is sage, perceptive. A great many city-states will treat strength as a crime, will take deficient courage as virtue, will regard fear of death as progress. Our Majesty will tear their last semblances from them, make them reflect, make them search themselves. We, as a human race, have always had a kind of thirst flowing through our blood vessels, a thirst to loose our own life force by our actions. Hopefully you haven't forgotten what happened in Chapter 7. No, I remember for the most part, mainly because of how angry it made me. Fairness is not by nature. Fairness is dependent on having the wisdom, the force of will to create it. Our Majesty intends to recover all they need, all this the cities took away, and give it back to them. New purpose will be declared. Our Majesty will rebuild their fort worn flat by daily life and boredom, and rouse the sanguine courage within them bound by deadened ethics for too long. Violence runs our bodies through and through. If we don't allow it to germinate within ourselves, we will become resentful, insignificant, and numb, and thus will incur our own destruction. Okay, I'm assuming this is Kazdel then, or at the very least a Sarkaz. Those who fear habitually are despicable. If one wants to be alive, they ought to be immersed in the heart of violence, see clearly how so much of ethics is a sham, understand the barren of our present world. Only violence is real, able to be felt. I imagine the touch of someone you love is also easy to feel. No punishment, no rule, not the weighing... Oh, not punishment, not rule, not the weighing of values and the decorum of appeasement. We will use our fists as weapons to tell them that we are alive, and that we ought to be alive. The right to life is reserved for the living. I do not blame Our Majesty the Emperor for the punishment handed down on me. I showed contempt, ignorant of the times, for how he spoke all on his benevolent mind to the masses, for he was loath for his people to all too quickly suffer the pain of violent change. Oh, Our Majesty the Emperor. Okay, so I'm constantly getting this wrong. Even so, I cannot cease to tell the candid truth. I must constantly, continually praise Our Majesty's most profound insight. I can only shout my honesty. I cannot be silent. Is this Calcit monologuing? It does kind of feel like Calcit monologuing. But I think it's a bit too patriotic to be Calcit. The reality is, we do not want whatever justice, nor do we expect peace. I mean, obviously, none of this makes sense for Calcit either, so it's just... Keep going through all these places. Only the short-sighted rushing out about their own interests can wallow in peace. What we want is to put to use the violence that surges in our veins, the nature of us aroused by the dawn of our own civilization, the origin of our dauntless struggle and victory, We want to make use of violence. I'm seeing a lot of the artwork that was used in Arknights, which is partly why I keep thinking it was Kazdel or the Sarkaz at first. Although if they're talking about the Emperor, I'm assuming this is someone talking on the side of Ursus. What we want is to put to use the violence that surges in our veins. The nature of us aroused by the dawn of our own... Oh, yeah, I've read this one. Yeah, sorry. Of our own civilization, never mind. No, it's definitely Chernobog. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean Kazdil as in the location, I meant as in the nation. Or the people. Because when they first said Our Majesty, the first thing I thought of was, the leader. Although that person referred to himself as Regent, doesn't he? Not Majesty. Anyway, dress it up anyway to make our needs seem sensible, but that is irrelevant. Should we need, we should seek directly. Leave the dressing up to the historians and the champions of morals. They only need justification, while our survival is more justified than any theory. We want to injure people, defeat people, destroy people, and if Ursus reckons this disaster, then we should bring disaster to others, to people beyond Ursus. If they do not stand strong, they should be eliminated. Some are fitter to survive than others, and fitter to succeed. Weakness is evil, strength is sublime. Our laws should be founded on the needs of the city's soundest. Our country should not serve the maggots, let alone nurture the innumerous ill. And right here, this single line alone is what's created many incredibly weak regimes. Because they always think that that's how it will work. And it never does. May those I despise, those narrow-minded, leisure-seeking subjects, be tried and found forever in the lake of blood. May Our Majesty lead Ursus to eternal prosperity. The last sermon of a heretical sovereign preacher as he walks the gallows, sentenced by the Emperor of Ursus to hang. Well, it seems his love of the Emperor didn't really do him many favours. Chernobog Core City, Central District. Spies. Ursus spies. They're right here. Tell everyone. They're right here. Kill them. Kill them. Hang them above the connecting floor, rather. Crush them against the top of Lungman. Let's retreat, Rosmontis. They've occupied the entire commercial plaza. This entire block's been sealed off by them now. Rosmontis! Well, let me do this. If we take a diversion, we'll be attacked by Reunion somewhere else. Sarkaz. Hey, you. Eyes on that caster. Watch her. Don't let her try anything. Kill them already, quick. Right. Kill them. Kill them all. Okay, I'm assuming Colombian Victorian basically just means in an American accent. It's just American English, okay. So English simplified, as opposed to English traditional. You want to kill me? You're all blind to it. You've all got Ursus chains on your necks. Rosmontis, this isn't worth it. They've pretty much lost their minds. Let's move out of this block. Find a different breach point. Bowguns up. Bowguns up. Blow it off. Blow her head off. You're like that bunny who was just here. You're just like her. Amia didn't go this way because she didn't want to do things like I do. Can't imagine Rosamontis speaking howdy, it's Haidu. Yeah, I've always sort of imagined her with quite a softer accent. Anyway, yeah, so Amia didn't go this way because she didn't want to do things like I do. Okay. The hell are you all staring at like that for? You're an infected. You're an infected. Why are you all staring at me like that? Collaborators trying to make it home? Like hell. Like bleeding hell. Ursus can't defeat us. We've won. Won. Fire! Fire at her! At her! God, this guy is literally insane. No point. It's the fact that you hear a sword swing and then there's just an explosion and it's just like, okay, yep, that was powerful. No point. I don't want you to hurt me, so there's nothing you can do. What the hell? What the hell? Keep firing, keep firing. Blow the whole place out. Is that a wall? What kind of art? What the hell kind of... The bolts are all breaking against it. They're breaking. Stop attacking those wall things. It's useless. Just looking at them tells you they won't budge. Call the casters in. What the hell do you know? We're attacking her face on. Ah, spoken like a true Ursus. But before the arrows can reach her, and before the shrapnel can strike her face, they hit something, some kind of invisible wall, or something, whatever the hell. They just shatter, they can't get in. Stupid goddamn caster. We'll see how long you hold out, how much you have even got. Oh, how much have you even got? Okay, yeah. You can't keep this up for long. We'll see how long you can hold out. Why? Why can you not just hit her? She's not doing a damn thing. The hell are you ballistas, huh? Oh, the hell are your ballistas, huh? Okay, yeah. The hell are your empowered crossbows? Bombard her. Blow her to Kingdom Come. Blow her to smithereens. Blow her up like all those goddamn Ursus. And then make her tonight's stew. Okay, let's not go that far. Surely you can't be that desperate. Mate, you should be reading the whole bit on stream or something because this game is just... you don't know the half of it, Marty. It is like... I think this chapter alone is about the size of an epic novel, if I got that correct. Or at the very least a novel size in terms of word count. I think the entire length of the main story is like longer than... a lot of the epic novel series. Oh, this is the Rosamontis squad. Amia, we're through to you. Talk her down. You need to talk her down. Rosamontis, listen to the comms. All you uniforms will hang you, dry you on the power lines, and let the rotten feathers peck you apart. We'll let you know what you get for looking down on us. Looking down on us, beating us, giving us those looks. We'll kill you all. We'll throw you all into an engine. What the fuck are you on about now? What are you doing? Did you just have a seizure mid-sentence? I don't know what the sound of that's supposed to be, my guy. Oh, okay, I see. Like, you literally making an engine sound like... God. And watch the mincemeat come out. Jesus, this guy is going out of it. What are you doing? What are you prancing about for? Don't expose your squad's position. Don't waste your breath, goddamn devil. Hard-horned brute. What makes you think you can order me? You think you're Tallulah? You think you're that undying goddamn beast? Whoopsie. He's already done for. Bang. You'll all be done for. Us Ursus infected will kill you. Kill a lot of you. You're all... And the sarcasm kicks the infected straight out the window. It actually kind of reminds me a bit of the soldier in War of the Worlds. I don't know if any of you have read the book, but when he goes crazy and he like has to, like, he keeps, like, you know, ranting and raving about, you know, killing the aliens and all that, and in the end, you know, they just have to like kill him because he just won't shut up. Or I might be thinking of the movie version of it, but still. Like, it kind of makes me think of that. Like, they need him to shut up because he's getting it, he's revealing their position, but so in the end it's just like, yeah, kick. The infected howls, or perhaps it's more of a laugh, as he falls from the 7th floor to the ground and immediately obliterated by the ballistas. Do it. Bring out the big guns. Kill him dead. Ah yes, as opposed to kill him slightly alive. Amia, can you hear me? We're taking the route we agreed. Out. It's Montes. And goodbye building. What are the guerrillas' current movements? By our recon operators' reports, the already assembled guerrillas are currently in central Main Street, openly attacking other Reunion guards. There are also a few small guerrilla squads opting to retreat instead, and they're scattering across every part of the city. I see. The guerrillas still have other obligations, but our two teams are already too occupied to account for the situation everywhere else in the core city. The longer it takes to break through the blockades, the less time we'll have left. If the other anti-guerrilla infected are kept pinned down by the guerrillas, we'll be able to reach the command tower much faster. We can't waste this opportunity. I'll leave controlling the overall situation to Radian, and Mantra's judgment. As for controlling the battlefield, I and Rosmontis both need more space to think. But Rosmontis, after we rule out any ambush interference, we're still guaranteed other roundabout routes. But Rosmontis, I think, more or less can only choose to eliminate obstacles in front of her. More or less. That's how she's already done things. Oh. Dr. counts it was on the mark. We're in for a heck of a mess. Reunion has already fallen apart, seeing as their infighting is killing them faster than guerrilla attacks are. They usually have enough friction of their own, but then Patriot died, and the news blew up. Now everything's gone haywire. With all the devastation the whole way here, I'm hard-pressed to say they're that united anymore. Notify the other team members to assemble. Have the casters bring the drones back in. We're going to converge with Rosmontis. Ah, Amia. Everything's dealt with here now. Sorry, Amia. There had to be a better way we could have done this. It's how I wanted to do it. Negotiations falling through isn't a problem. The way they are, it's impossible to communicate. And they're doing bad things. If I left them alone, they'd just do even more bad things. An entire building? You took an entire building? I was joking when I said bye-bye building. I suppose I should have expected that. You did half one of the buildings last time. Did I go too far? No, just... I've never been on a mission with you before. Seeing it for myself is a shocker. You really are the ace up Rhode Island sleeve. Our strongest war machine. I don't think she likes being called that. I mean, did I say something wrong? Yet another foresight moment, like the phone number. Our little orbital cannon. The evening before the Core City Operation Team's departure from the ship. The Core City Operation Team, that is a mouthful. Oh no. I won't allow it. Dr. Calcit, this time I'm going to have to do it this way. We've gone over this question countless times before, Amia. Your Originium arts expend your physical strength. This goes even as far as psychological activity your metabolism requires. Your life is passing. You're not a machine, nor a ship's cannon. You cannot have your parts changed, nor can you be further processed. There we go. Hello, Azure. Enjoying the feels? So far it's going okay. I know. No. Maybe you still don't know. Oh, she just did the mother thing. There'd be another memory from far too long ago. I'm not certain how much pressure it would bring out on your body. Every simulation's result is leagues from anything ideal. I can rule out this choice. Then how about this, Dr. Calcit? Let me put it this way. This time, I need to do things this way. I'll be taking off one more ring. Amia, we are going over a form of violence. You have said as much to me. If you didn't want me to stop you here and now, then you wouldn't have asked me to swear it to you. The chairman and I cast these rings together. It was so that no one who came after would easily walk that path again. Chairman? The chairman of the research facility she was part of originally? Or is the chairman... Or was the chairman the King of Sarkaz? Was that what they called her? I can't... I'm using them, Dr. Calcit. I won't argue for weapons, and I would never say that any kind is better for its ability to kill faster. However, what Miss Teresa left to me was not the same thing at all. Okay, yeah, there's mention there. Since the very beginning, perhaps they were never designed as weapons. They shouldn't be used to kill anyone. They never should. When they're used, what I think of is who I should save. This is a conclusion I've come to, after years of coexisting with them. Trusting a kind of weapon is not in any way a wise act. If you wish to use them as a surgical tool and not as a lethal weapon, then you must be in control of their blade. A blade is a blade to both the enemy and me. No matter how you use it, its characteristics will not change. Or as they say nowadays, the moment Mr. Grenade leaves your hand, it is an enemy. Amia, they will incise you. Dr. Calcit, I am not afraid. Wounds can heal, but they can leave behind scars. Scars that nobody can bear to look at. But I won't give up. Originium has already changed my body in ways you know. Any further wounds, there'd be 1 or 2 wounds. And nothing more. I am not a weapon. Do you need me to bring up another hurtful example? What case? Who can prove that you and I are not a kind of weapon? Who can come to define whether or not we are a kind of weapon? Can weapons think? Are weapons that can think all the more fearsome? Are weapons with self-awareness automatically no longer a kind of weapon? Isn't Chen's weapon somewhat self-aware? Because doesn't it reject her or, like, accept her depending on the scenario? No, Amia, I disagree. Even if I know, you've already grown up. I can't stop you. Your decisions are yours to make. Yes, you've already grown up. The very mature age of 14 years old. Yes, operator, you've misspoken. Have you ever seen, such a cute weapon before? That was a lot of words for sure, go ahead. It really was. No, not that I'm saying... Amia is cuter. God, I swear, this is like the conversation between me and Kat half the time. "14 years old is just a guess from Yeti guy, no confirmation of any age." Yeah, true, but I think if someone's guessing that age, chances are they're going to be around that age. You don't look at a 14-year-old and they tend not to look that much older. It's normally more so 16 on when it becomes harder to tell. I suppose I'm probably being harsh, as there are plenty of adults who do look young, but I'm going by it purely just because it, you know, if you're looking at someone and they seem like a kid, chances are they are. It's usually just a better way of doing it, especially if it's written that way. Sorry, I can't think of another way to put it. We're people. People with a full complement of emotions. After this is over, find a chance to apologize to her, okay? Don't, Amia. It's okay. Let's go, together. Wait, Rosamontis. I think I might fall here. I'm going to hold on tight to you. I can't let those guys, those infected, I can't let them hurt you. A little slower. Let's go a little slower, okay? Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that, but... I mean, I kind of see where it's coming at, considering she did nuke an entire building. Can you see that, Calcit? Oh, come on. I thought we finished with this bullshit. Oh, God, it's going to be Sarkaz now, too? Oh god, so they're not only herd abilities, but they're also going to be sarcas. That is not ideal. No, no, come near. I see. Nobody with even normal eyesight could ignore that sort of phenomenon. You'd think Mephisto would have learned his lesson after literally everything that happened. You know, just a slight bit of self-evaluation of the, well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, but I guess not. Although then again, I suppose the sarcasms were on Tallulah's side, so if he knows, then maybe it's not particularly too... Maybe he doesn't particularly care too much about them. Self-evaluation? Mephisto? What you were going on about? I mean, okay. Normally I wouldn't expect anything like that of him, but it's a little bit different when your best friend gets killed. Normally that should be a wake-up call for a lot of people. But I suppose it's a bit too far gone. Do you still remember the special infected you came across back in Lungman? I wish I didn't. The infected reunion boy who could induce mutation within other infected organs. Yeah, I remember. Ugh. Mephisto's hurt? Even the devils? Don't forward anymore. Inside. Don't dare to open inside. What are you? We need to lay out our defences forward. The rebels have almost fought their way here. What mission are you on? None. I am on the cutscene for R. God damn it, Mephisto. Did I say Mephisto? God damn it, Mephisto. What are you thinking? If we detoured, they wouldn't attack us. Nothing but pain. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. What are you doing? Pain. Let go of me. Let go. All units, we're moving back. Keep cover. We'll change the entranceways after that. Something bad's happened already. Nice. And it's a tutorial. Okay. Oh, there's the civilians. Learn how to evacuate civilians from conflict zones. Okay. Sees a guy getting eaten by zombies and it's like, we're out of here, bye. Yep, literally. Yeah, Blaze. yeah, no. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they throw the knives as well. That is annoying. Because they literally just keep walking. Today's training is focused on evacuating civilians from a combat zone. Civilians are easy targets for collateral damage. Survey the field, keep your eyes out open. Got it. Next, we'll simulate an attack on the residents here by armed enemy forces. To be fair, Christmas, one thing that I was told, which actually makes a lot of sense, the people in horror movies don't realise they're in horror movies. So, you know, when they go down to investigate the dark basement, you know, no one really thinks that there's going to be a murderer in their house. And stuff like that. Okay, so, yep, they're being attacked. Help me. Overly realistic recording. That is concerning. Um... This time I can see Theo's comments. So this time it's... Okay, so something weird happens with the chat in YouTube. I don't understand. So now should we do like Black Steel taught us? I'm not sure what Black Steel training is like. But for Rhode Island, protecting the civilians and letting them retreat to the protection objective, as well as eliminating the enemy before they can harm the civilians, are both viable options. But be careful, the enemy has deployed their own ranged attacks. Prioritize... it's deployed so all their ranged attacks prioritize their civilians. The loss of a civilian is a blow to our tactical planning, which normally results in a life point loss. Alright, Beagle, you block those enemies, and I'll heal you. Let me handle the simulated enemy. Hey Karma, here is the red shirt for you to wear. God, no.
Unforgivable.
Okay. Let me guess. We're gonna deploy someone here and they're gonna break the thing. Yep. Give me the option. I know what I have to do. I saw it coming a mile away. The enemy set up the static roadblocks to stop the civilians. Look out. The enemy will catch up to them quick like this. Jessica, what should you do at a time like this? Oh, I should destroy the obstacle and clear a path? That's right. But there's not enough time to redeploy. So then. Let's leave it to Blaze. Clumsy imitation of Parts of Boys. Wow. What? Oh, right. It'll work if we have Blaze covering the other lane. No problem. Let me clear out that roadblock. Anyway, that's pretty much how it goes. Don't let your guard down.
この辺、温度が低すぎるかな。もしどこかが急に発火したら、それはただの副作用だからね。
Okay. So Blaze is kind of like Gabriel and Popuka, right? Yes, okay. Centurion Guard, right, that makes sense. In before Parts screw with Blaze. Imagine if Parts were to start doing a bad imitation of Blaze's voice then. Okay, roadblock and civilians. I imagine we're probably going to have to break that one there. How much time do we have? Okay, yeah, I'm still doing decent time, actually. Yeah, she's the same role, but she's more defensive and constant damage compared to Gaviel's big burst skills. Right. Blaze is a fire and forget version of Gaviel, but can't do as much as Gaviel can with a skill up. You just put her down, her skill charges, and she gets 1+ range and a ton of extra damage. Okay. Like how you call it parts. Personally, I call it PRTS. I mean, normally I would as well, but that gets a bit tongue-twisty after a while if I have to keep saying it. Have you read Walk in the Dust and Vigilio? No. I think Walk in the Dust is afterwards, if I've been told correctly. And Viglio I don't recognize, so I don't think I've read it yet. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with this for now again. Viglio is also after this. Okay.
Got it.
I wonder if I could play aggressive. I'm going to play aggressive.
Fear not! Here I come!
Ah. Hmm. Can I put... I'm waffling a bit. I'm waffling more than a waffle iron. I'm just going to do that for now. Okay, there you go. Ooh, that's not enough range. Yeah, that works. Alright, there we go.
Solid positioning.
Oh shit, there's someone over there as well. That is slightly annoying.
Forwards.
I could do this.
All right then.
Your orders. Attack.
Shit. I've screwed this up a little bit.
Doesn't matter to me. Hey, catch.
At least the bears don't have throwing knives, yeah. Oh, this is going to be a problem now because I don't have the means to deploy. Oh, they're just going to keep going there. Okay, he can sort of chip at them a little bit.
Come on, c'eri quasi tesoro!
At your service. How's that?
That's bad. That's bad. Fucking Christ. And they're gonna die. No. Ah. Right. I need to pay more attention to that.
Sorry. Did I mess up again?
Infiltration.
We know Texas Assault will work. I don't have either of them. It'll be fine. I just need to put it down earlier. I didn't realize they were getting stuck up there, so I just didn't.
Too bad some people just can't live and let live.
Don't worry, you got me!
Okay, I think this was still fine though.
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Okay, then it was this.
ついてきて。ディオ・ボーレント。
I'm just going to put that down immediately.
Solid positioning.
Okay. Right.
Hurry up.
All right then.
バラージュ。
I think I could do that.
Bring it on. バラージュ。 怪我人はいない？ ディオ・ボーレント。 I'm here. This is my playground.
But can you do it?
Dio Bolento.
Whatever you say. Hey, catch.
Your orders. How's that?
That's unfortunate.
Tell me, what's your plan?
Right. Meh.
I'm
Ooh.
here to help.
There we go. I could get rid of her, save some time.
Here.
And sure.
Are you afraid of me?
That was not civilian. No, it's like I didn't realize someone went past courier until nearly towards the end.
With hard work, even an idiot can get.
Also, I just realized, didn't I have a fast redeploy? I think I panicked so much that I just chose the first person I saw, and it just happened to be Myrtle. It was just like, hey Myrtle, do you remember back when I used to constantly use you as a line holder? Yeah, here you go. Well, if it works, it works. It is true. Tallulah the Fighter. Life point will be deducted by 1 when killed by an enemy. Oh, okay, so she's, I guess, friendly in this case. It's probably a backstory, I'm guessing. I'm assuming, given that she's called Tallulah the Fighter, I'm assuming it means that she's going to actually attack people. Attack the enemies, or rather. In the tundras of Ursus, every living creature is under suspicion. They may be murderers, thugs, spies, or simply innocents. Okay, and then righteous anger from witnessing such brutality is justified. Ursus's manglers are well trained, and their fangs do not cease just because of their victims' emotions. Okay, let's see what this one's like. Okay, they've got stairs. Oh. not particularly good ones. We have to definitely make sure they stop there first. Oh god, why is it... Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm definitely going to need a few ranged people. One person blocking there. And then I'm going to get some extra range. FYI, the Mangler of the bear. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've got one. Okay, so Stuart is 16. At Nakil 9. That's 400, 6. That's 12, but 491. I'll go with that one, actually.
I'm good at supporting assaults.
Okay, I'm going to assume there's going to be a cutscene for this one because it's flashback. Yep. 10. From where I left off, I ran for a very long time, ran into a small village. I didn't think too much about it at the time. I only wanted to find somewhere to hide. I didn't think I'd actually find somewhere to stay. Alright, Nakil is a child soldier at the Asian. And I think that old couple thought of me as a daughter, since their own sons and daughters had probably long since lost their lives to Ursus's countless wars. They even kept my secret for me. I'm sure I could have spent a lifetime repaying their kindness. I regret that I never did. January 13th. During our previous routine inspection, one of our people was assaulted. Every household must now submit to a search, both for infected and the attacker. Should we find them, we will execute them on the spot, and the household that harboured them will be punished accordingly. If you don't want a hard labour sentence, turn them in. No one will come to harm if you do your civic duty, and the offenders and infected will meet their proper end. Now, we'll start from the first household. Looks like the day came after all. There's not a chance I'll make it through this one. Don't go out there, Tallulah. Hide behind the shed. They won't look back there. We'll tell them you were scared of what was coming and you ran away. No one would blame you for it. But they might hurt you for it. I owe you better than that. I've left you some gold coins from Victoria. Spend them sparingly. And they'll have you warm and well fed for the rest of your lives. Tallulah! Tallulah, where are you going? Tallulah, you can't. You can't go to them. Those black-hearted patrolling bugs eat people alive. And I can't just stand by and let them torture the men and women of this village. I have to see this through. I'll lure them away, give them a wake-up call, then let them know what they've wrought. I know what's right. I'm not letting them punish these people. I'm not letting them murder anyone else. I still remember how the boy next door was beaten to death for chucking a stone. I'll never forget. Tallulah. Tallulah, you can't. That's enough. Who's at the door? Is it the patrolman? Go away. Ma'am, it's me. Alina. Come in, come in. What's wrong? What's happened? Is there any news? Someone told. What? Told what? The patrol unit knows there's an infected in our village. How could this be? I don't know who it was, but we all know what happens to those who harbour infected. Ma'am, my father passed early, and you took such good care of my mother. You and your husband both. You're like grandparents to me. And at this point, I really can't hide anything. Wait. Miss, where did the mister go? Bloody old fart. What are you doing here? Again, what is it with the very English way of saying things? I committed a crime. A confession? Ah, yeah, I remember. An old geezer got in our guy's way. Judging by your limp, you were one of the thugs who attacked him. Yep. Not that you look worth the trouble. Go take a bloody hike. No point in dirtying our hands over a miserable little wrench. Maybe the localizers are British themselves? Possibly. Hold it, sir. Look at my skin here. What's that look like to you? Infected? You're the infected? Are you serious? I realized the moment I helped you change clothes, Tallulah. We've known you're infected for a long time now. How? The old man worked in the mines and came back after he caught oropathy himself. You've seen how he never takes off his jacket, that jacket of his. He's going to go in your place, Tallulah. No. But how could he have been... You can't trust people here like that. The villagers will say whatever they need to, for money or to save their own skins. For the last 2 years, Tallulah, we've been truly happy to have you. You're a good girl, a good girl. We don't have long left to live, but Tallulah, even if you're ill, you've still got years left yet. You need to live, Tallulah. That's what's right. Basically, the whole reporting system of the USSR. Yep, USSR, Italy, Spain, pretty much a lot of the things where you tell on your neighbours. Tallulah, don't go. For heaven's sake, don't go. Take me. Take me then, officer. Look at my skin. I am the bloody diseased one. If you don't believe me, then take a look at this. A knife? Put that down. You can't touch us, old man. No, officer. Watch my arts. The elderly man slices open his own wrist, but no red flows onto the snow. It instead as a mist scattering into the air. Ooh, that's dangerous. Look, officer. I'm an infected, tried and true. I believe you. And he's gone. Thank you for your cooperation, infected. Tallulah. Tallulah, come back. Don't. Is that fire? What? Why is the house on? Tallulah, did you... Don't. Tallulah, they'll destroy the whole village. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but we need to defend Tallulah. The patrol unit is threatening the survival of the infected. Damnable black bugs. Same, nah. They're thugs too, why not? I need to start our protection objective. I need to start from our protection objective, make it the incursion point. I'll stop the attack in their tracks. Oh, she's actually going to be in the middle. Okay. But if I suffer serious injury by their hands, I'll need to retreat from the battlefield, and the infected, as of yet untrained, will surely suffer the crazed revenge. Our life points will be deducted. Okay, yeah. Fighting under these conditions will be challenging indeed. No matter, some deeds must be done. Oh, some deeds must have someone to shoulder them. Please spawn in the middle. Nope, you're up there. Okay.
Don't worry, you got me.
Wait. No. Okay, there. That's where it is.
Forwards.
Fuck it, I'm doing it.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
This isn't gonna go well, though. Okay, I need...
Don't worry. My poison is not contagious.
That's not gonna work. Ah. Okay, so that's not going to work as well as I want it to. I am probably going to swap out Myrtle for Texas. Just to get the extra block early in. I think if I can try to play it aggressively, I don't want to... Although then again, they are going all the way down, only to the end, so I don't actually need to do that. Okay, no. I'm going to play defensively, but I'm still going to swap out Myrtle for Texas.
Sorry. My blade. Not sharp enough.
Calm down, you weren't even deployed yet. Yeah, just for now, I'm probably going to use Texas for the extra block. Well, that is... That's the same thing.
Che ti serve?
And hopefully I might be able to get it sorted quickly enough.
The hunt begins.
Okay, I've already seen this bit.
All right, guys, let's make some noise.
Sguainate le spade.
This is going to get very hectic very quickly, though.
At your service. Speeding up.
Also, she's going to die very quickly as well. Fucking Christ.
Non puoi fermarmi.
Okay, this is the weaker end.
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Okay, I think I can support this.
My poison is not contagious.
Oh god, what is this? Okay, hopefully she starts walking in properly.
In attesa di non puoi fermarmi.
Doctor, lead the big guys. Who's next?
At your service. Speeding up.
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。
Got it.
Okay, I'm not too worried now about Tallulah. She's going to stay there, or at the very least if she moves forward. Doesn't matter. Okay, I don't have anyone else to deploy now, so...
Just try me.
Please, my toxins will slowly burn your life away.
The opponent.
In attesa di ordini. Non puoi fermarmi.
At your service. Back.
The opponent. You'll have to try harder than that. I'll charge the weeks. Relax. It'll be over in an instant. Doctor.
Let's just get swoop. Big boy. Or is she going to count as an enemy? Yeah, okay. Nice, okay, that wasn't too bad. Gavial the vacuum, yep. Tallulah, you... Is that fire you're doing? You're the one who set them alight. Alina, I'm sorry. This will surely mean even worse to come for the village, but I just couldn't stand it. I just couldn't stand this sort of... Alina? Facing her, Tallulah was taken back. Alina met her gaze with an expression she'd never seen her wear before. There's a fire in your eyes. I knew from the moment you came to this village you'd never be willing to just stay here. You came from somewhere. Where you came from, you'll go back to. This village can't hold you. I won't go back. Don't look at me like that. But within your eyes, truly, there's a fire. You wanted to set something alight, burn it away. You thought none of this was how it should be. You bore it until you couldn't bear it no more. It shouldn't have been now, Tallulah. Not now. The villagers are innocent. Your one flare of anger only served to hurt them. What happened? Oh, God. What the hell is going on? Who did this? Tallulah! Tallulah, run! Now, run! And don't look back. Don't ever come back. Blessings, Your Majesty. Bless this girl like my daughter. Bless her to live on. Bless her so she can live on. You can see the slight... how much of a propaganda some of these people have got. Why are they asking, you know, His Majesty the Emperor to bless someone who they know damn well would be against them? You know, there's a slight... Tallulah, we need to go. No, those hideous patrolmen. We're infected, but none of the villagers are. What did you say? I'm infected too, Tallulah. I'm infected too. Interesting. This is where we planned to move. We had everything ready, but... The old man was... We can't let them do this again. We can't let them. He saved you. Saved me. Saved the whole village. You threw his whole plan into disarray. What do you even mean? The villagers were the ones who... Wait, you mean the one who turned him in was... It was his idea. That way the patrol wouldn't come again, and hopefully that would have been that. Right, so there wasn't a snitch. Me slowly looking at the current behaviour of, yep, that's kind of what I think they're going for there. I can. And then? If the police come, what if the city's garrisons and all the noble soldiers came, and all the king's horsemen and all the king's men? We just don't have the firepower once we've accumulated enough strength. Because it's not right. It's not right. We can't just look on like this. All these wicked things right before our eyes. But we turn away just to save ourselves? That's not right. That's selfish, heartless even. The righteousness can only be upheld by greater and greater violence. How can it ever be considered righteous? Oh, if righteousness. I can't answer these questions of yours, Tallulah. You've studied more than I have. That I know. But someone died today in the village, and no more ought to die. a bit optimistic to believe they wouldn't come back. Yeah, that's kind of the thing though. Like, it doesn't make much sense to think that they wouldn't come back because, I mean, it sounds like it's something that they do all the time. This game doesn't really comment on current events, but it's... Oh yeah, I know this was made I know this story came out a good couple of years before everything that's happening now. It's just because nothing changed in that place. That's kind of why. You're so clever. You can understand that. Now go, Tallulah. I'll be back. Tell yourself that, Tallulah. Tell yourself that. So far, the mates have only been cutscenes. Hour and 45. We've actually done relatively decent time-wise. By the way, damn it, Turtle. It is always her or Gavial. Every time. Silence, born of excessive speech. Hey now, there's no way to talk about the medic. Calcit has never demonstrated impatience when explaining a story to others. You don't say. You don't say, game. She is either very good at controlling herself or she actually enjoys it. I think... okay, so Central District. A short while before. How are you certain Amiya's group will reach the command tower without crossing one of Tallulah's elite squads? This is a problem with conspirators. Take a warlord, or a tyrant, or a devious king, or a tyrant of a devious king. Okay. Oh, a tyrant of a devious king. Okay, it's in a person. Their strongholds are always easy to defend, hard to attack. They know their own deeds will invite furious retribution without fail. They'll use superior strength and advanced armaments to deploy unyielding defense. Yet, seeing as Tallulah's despotic behavior is confirmed to be some kind of act, she would not do things this way. What makes you so confident? Experience. Theory. Phenomenon. I have no confidence. I can only derive the facts. Tallulah is maintaining her own image. She needs to have the normal infected respect her, have the sarcasm mercenaries obey her, have the guerrillas trust her, have the zealots worship her. She needs to have the distance between her and them clearly visible, and have these people able to examine each other. According to a series of behavior exhibited by Reunion so far, we can very clearly realize that Reunion's other leaders do not particularly recognize Tallulah's conduct at all. Even Patriot, seeing through her scheme, had no power to reverse the tide in the middle of its change. If he could have killed Tallulah all the same, he still would have been unable to alter Reunion's tending towards collapse. Did I just hear something? To say nothing of the plot to exploit the infected that Tallulah has drawn up inside her own head, the time she would need likely far exceeds the time Reunion has existed so far. I conjecture that all of Reunion's actions up till now have been premised on a plan, namely, reunion will perish after all this is over. Tallulah will scatter keen, hidden forces across every part of her territory. When she needs them, she'll assemble them and have them make their appearance at the right moment. Doctor, I believe the Empire of Ursus's Third Army would not permit any infected to act freely whatsoever. However, Reunion's current conduct is all within the bounds of their tolerance. Superficial violence lacking discipline and organization, the Third Army must be happy to see it. Think about it carefully. Would they limit themselves to being onlookers? Thus, would they risk truly willingly letting Tallulah control a whole city? Even a whole country's state of affairs? Or perhaps even this is one of the weights on Tallulah's scales, used to swindle the Ursus military out of their power, having them hibernate somewhere, waiting until the situation is just about to move on from her control. And then, in the truest sense, she'll be able to use the power she could never even touch, just as she wishes. But that needs time. Now that you say all that, how is she not a tyrant? Because while currently Reunion wants that in a leader, it doesn't truly need that in a leader. A tyrant treasures one's own enablers, even if a tyrant more often than not recklessly destroys them for a lack of foresight or composure, and weeps truest, deepest tears for it. A conspirator does not. The tyrant has chess pieces, and the conspirator does too, but the tyrant is with them on the chessboard, while the conspirator sits outside of it. We can suppose that she has humanity, and thus might make mistakes, but if we're talking about a qualified conspirator with a scheme on the tracks, then even if she herself died, a scheme would continue as a matter of course. I'd rather not hear that. I'd rather we just kill her and be done with it, but okay. Is our operation useless then? If they were, we'd hardly be taking Rhode Island operators to hell and back. The only thing naturally useless is killing her. I still think it will feel good. So in every part and every place, we must break down her plot, antagonize her instructions, and lead her scheme to failure. Okay, that bit I do agree with. If we cannot halt her landship forward march, then we will tear it to pieces and make her arrive at its destination no more than an empty carapace. But that's a personal win. I mean, I'm sure it benefits other people too. Maybe I shouldn't have put it to you like that. Don't get me wrong, we still need to stop this Chernobyl core city. Doctor, you've worried about whether or not Amia's group will run into any incidences. I think what's on show before us is the real incident here. Where? Oh, W, where W stronger. Don't enter. Can you communicate with them? A certain Sarkaz tribe's language. Oh, is that her talking in a certain Sarkaz tribe's language? Underground fall of darkness. Darkness creates evil. Evil brings pain. Too much pain. Okay, a certain Will you share our pain? No luck. Even if they weren't born in Kazdel, they should still have some kind of reaction to a hint of their native language. Their ability to actively think has been damaged. Could those words you were trying to say have any effect on them? They were meant to in the first place. No, wait. This wasn't a common sense idea. Don't get excited. But if not even this lets me rouse their consciousness, then they've already lost all capacity for thought beyond simply their ability to express. Karma missing the past Tal has almost a whole different personality. Oh no, I definitely see that she was different in the past. That doesn't change anything though. At least in my opinion, I don't think it really changes much. Like, obviously, you understand why a person does what they do, but the end result is still the same, in my opinion. It means their brain's activity has been sealed off, or that their nervous system has been perturbed by the infected organs. Either way, we don't have enough time left to ascertain the true answer. Just based on what facts we have, it's not looking good. They don't seem like they'll attack us. They're preventing us from entering. The deeply infected Sarkaz mercenaries in this area number around 6, and seem to spend most of their time in an unconscious roam. Oh, thank you for reminding me to drink. Their range of movement doesn't extend outside this passage. These severely infected collected here only after they picked up on our activity. Moreover, as long as we don't cross some boundary, they don't do anything further. Reconnaissance operator, can you detect our straight line distance to the sarcophagus? Determine position via the waveform I provided. 1.4 kilometer. Precise figure? 1,453 meters. If my calculations aren't wrong, then the breakout conflict between Reunion and Sarkaz Special Infected happened to be roughly a distance of 1.4 kilometers from the City Hall 2. We initially planned to enter the sarcophagus holding from the City Hall basement shelter passage. But as things are, that exit's likely to be occupied by Sarkaz Special Infected of some kind. I have an unconfirmed conjecture, Doctor. What kind of conjecture? We don't know what their goal is, but these Sarkaz Special Infected are likely preventing anyone from entering the sarcophagus holding. And by happy coincidence, this district they've controlled measures 1.4 kilometers out. You might be right, but what about their goal then? At the very least, it's not the same goal these Sarkaz originally had. Poor Sarkaz. Hailing from Kazdel, no matter where, they still become tools. I believe there are similarities between the infected and Sarkaz's current situations. These Sarkaz here with us could only choose to well with hate, or to lose it all. Things were meant to have change. We have that power. Those T-Kaz who lost their homeland have become Sarkaz, rootless as people. And now, the Sarkaz before us can barely even be called people. How do you want to do things? All operators, inspect your hazmat equipment. What we're facing may be a Class 2 emergency infective situation. Doctor, in minimizing wear and tear to the utmost, we must halt the special infected's activity to the utmost. We haven't stepped in to resolve an emergency infected state for a while. This outfit looks entirely like Ursus's infected patrol unit. Infected patrol unit? There's something I can't deny. The hazmat equipment we've been provided with is emblematic of Ursus's cruel rule over the infected. It shares the same prototypical design. Although our approach is instinctively distinct from the infected patrol unit, I can only hope we're able to continue preserving that intrinsic difference that outside forces don't force us to change beyond recognition. The same hope we hold for so many things, just like I told you about some time before. I hope you'll hope so too. That's quiet. Was Madame Chen here? Which way was he headed? West, stone's throw from the inclusion zone of Glowing Hoof. He plotted all of this. It was to ensure the area where we signed the pact was secure. Lifanian expanded their contended exclusion zone, overlapping our own. We can infiltrate, kill Cashew, and bring back the Mist. No, he's already prepared. In this meeting, the twin empresses directly dispatched the Empress's voice, and they weren't short of armed forces. I could have swore I said exclusion. The Empresses are fresh upon the throne. If Cashew intends to blow our diplomacy apart, all our transgressive conduct may very well be the Empress's excuse to flaunt their power. We can't give Cashew more opportunities to harm Longman, or even Yan. Uncle. Chen. Uncle, it's not Tao's fault. I am not blaming her. Then you should get mad at me. You haven't done anything wrong. I told her I was going to go with her, but then I got scared. I let go of her hand and didn't go with her. I'm dead tired, so I'll be bailing. Good luck with the rest of the stages. Okay, have a nice time, Mikazuki. Have a good sleep. She looked really scared. I was really scared, and she was too. I did something wrong. Chen. She made the mistake, not you. Huh? But you said you wouldn't blame her, Uncle. No, I won't. But did she do something wrong? If she does something wrong, you're gonna get mad at her. She doesn't know the truth. It's not a truth anyone should be privy to. So, of course, she'd make a mistake. If not now, she would in the future. In so many cases, the wrong thing shouldn't be punished. Not only do we make mistakes, we'll make so many of them. If there's some mistake, we will make it. We can't dodge that nor escape it. Tallulah simply made the mistake she was bound to. Is that still doing something wrong then? Yes, of course it is. The world of ours wouldn't forgive something just because it was bound to happen. The world is harsh, and people are harsh. The regimes are harsh. Apart from right and wrong, they don't care a damn. As if it's right and wrong keeping them alive, and not what they breathe and swallow. I don't get what you're saying, Uncle. Does that mean Tal can still come back? I don't know, Chen. I don't know. Is it because of me? Tal won't come back. It's my fault. It's my fault. Chen. Wipe your tears away. Or cry then. I'll give you 5 minutes. After you're done crying, if there's not still tears in your eyes, I'll tell you what you should do. Wei Yanwu gazes towards the sky. He considers bending down to comfort the tiny girl, but after hesitating, feels as if he isn't suited to the task. You're done crying then? Mm-hmm. I want Tao back. What should I do? I'll teach you a world of things. I'll teach you how to supervise a city, how to fend off villains, how to treat your friends. Do as I say, and Tallulah will have a chance of coming back. What do I do? Will Tao be able to come back, really? Are you tricking me, Uncle? Mama said you only know how to trick people. Can I really believe you? Perhaps. I've made a massive mistake of my own, and it led to your mother despising me for her whole life. Even on her deathbed, she couldn't have let it go. She couldn't have let go. What she told you is understandable. But mistakes can be made right. Chen, listen carefully. Proper conduct is worth striving your whole life for. Correcting a mistake is worth putting life itself at stake for. Tallulah's departure was a mistake. Every consequence it brings, I will bear. And you, Chen, you'd better grow up fast. What will it be like when I grow up? When you grow up, you'll be able to change everything. Really? Perhaps. Or let's put it this way. So long as you believe, it will be real. I'll teach you how to wield a sword, Chen. To wield Qi Zhao. Unsheathing strike. Eradicate without delay. Okay, we are blasting through these, not gonna lie. I mean, I know there's a lot to go, but still. Sometimes protecting others is not a goal, but a process. Also, Ursus's crossbowmen also privately believe that killing others is not a goal, but a process. I mean, 4 stages in a single stream, that's a recent record. I know, right? I don't think I've been able to do that since, like, chapter 5. This looks gross. On the bright side, there's only a single choke point. I will need to break some of these things, though. I think I'm just probably going to break them way away. Okay, I'm just going to stick with what I've got for now. And we'll see, I guess. Chen. If memory serves me correctly, and I don't trust it to, the old man's name was Ivan Izyaslav. Ivan Ivanovsky, I don't know. A very common name, and he was a sort of peasant farmer you could find anywhere. But he sacrificed himself for a whole mess of reasons. He gave his own life. I think about it every now and then. Am I truly worth people sacrificing their lives? Well, you certainly seem to be making him do it now. Alina went with me. He was gentle most other times, but would suddenly just come out with venomous tongue lashings. That made me uncomfortable, to say the least. This part makes Alina sound cruel when she's not. Okay, I'm assuming she's probably just being, like, harsh or something. The plan was proceeding smoothly. In accordance with my own ideas, rapidly the infected of this place would surely unite as one. I hope it would be effective. And I hoped it would be enough for the old man to rest peacefully. Aside from the old lady, no one else had been close to family to me. February 7th. I find it interesting that the date is written at the end of the letter. Third year without the black snake. Sir, what you here for? Don't like the look of your clothes. Some old vet, are you? Get lost. There's nothing even left here. You stole it. You lot stole it. All of it. And what you couldn't steal, you burned. Bastards. You came to kill me? Kill me then, goddamn demons. No, sir. I'm here to tell you that the infected patrol unit is sweeping this area today. And let them sweep. Let them kill us all. Why don't you? We built a pathetic, unlivable village all the way out here. Then they still came for us. What else can we do but let them? Sir, you can hide yourselves. And I'll talk to them. Or I'll conceal myself. And who are you? I've always said, you military noble bunch. No matter what you pretend, you're all just out for our lives. Huh. You're not quite their sort. You actually talk with us. And they think we're barely even worth whipping. Huh? Hello? Gone? What kind of stunt is this? Oh, damn us all. Damn us all, what a pathetic ending. It's not a bad thing to know your own damnation. Ah, Mr. Patrolman. Destitute and lousy, bad physique. You wouldn't be much use even if we sent you to the mines. How do you want to die then? Painlessly? Slowly? Mr. Patrolman, look at me. What harm would leaving me alive do you? You say that with a weapon in your hand? Sorry, Mr. Patrolman. This was for whoever was just a minute ago. I don't know where she's gone now, but even birds and beasts are worth more than you infected. They can at least move goods. Your existence is a waste of His Majesty's land. Why is that? Where did you come from? From far, far east. What the hell are you? You? Are you infected too? I am. I can think. I can speak. We infected live and die. Why should you decide when and how? What is this bullshit? If you could let us die peacefully, on our own terms, we'd hardly even be upset about it. But my infected brother, look up at him. Look at his face, his grin, his laugh. They want to decide our fates, control us. Perhaps our lives aren't worth much, but do you think you'd be worth a single gold coin? You, my brother. In all past outrageous acts, have they ever spared someone their conduct? Have they ever let another live following instructions? They have not. Each time they let you live, it was only because they still saw worth they could squeeze from you. With no money and no land left, they'd kick you all to the floor. After all, the cities don't even give infected a chance to live. How should we infected live? How should we die? And it's for us to decide. But who are you? You good for nothing. Tell me your name at once. In the name of the Emperor, for daring to lead the citizenry astray with these ludicrous ideals, we sentence you to death. To my brothers, I have no name. Refer to me how you wish. You must call me something, you may call me Tallulah. To my enemies, you have no need for my name, but my fires will set you alight. I don't know how to do this. No.
Fear not! Here I come!
No way out for you.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Got it.
No, that was a really bad idea.
Solid positioning.
Please, target the civilian. Fucking target the civilian, you idiots. Red, yep, I saw. I see it now.
Hurry up.
I need to recall her when I...
Did we make a mistake somewhere?
Yes, we did.
Let's go! Oh, speaking of which, what was our objective again? I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Okay, I'm actually going to do it this way first.
No way out for you. Hurry up.
Forwards.
Oh, that's not good.
Solid positioning. Cominciamo.
Fuck! Ah! This is getting out of hand.
Ricevuto. Falli a pezzi.
No.
You'll have to try harder than that. Ha! Kick ass!
Simple and clear.
Forwards.
It's a win, but fucking Christ. I'd probably have to do that again, but with like a couple of fast redeploys. Don't you just love escort quests? I hate... How is it that even in a top-down tower defense game, the escort quest NPCs are still walking slowly as fuck? How? In every game. Even a game like this where it shouldn't even be an issue, it is an issue. So, you fought them off. Is that it? Yeah. Don't forget the awful power thing. Yep. RE4 does its best in my opinion, and most of the game is won. I was right not to go with you. Burning people alive. If I ever have to smell that again, I'm sure I'll throw up. Alina, don't force yourself. I'm the one who followed you into this... followed you in the first place. And I'll protect your infected here. I will. No, I'm not here to beg you to... Of course you're not. Alina, without you, I wouldn't have the time to go gather resources or info. Who's your contact? Would it be safe to tell me? Are you worried I'm an Ursa spy? Just wondering if it'd be better not to get you wrapped up in this. The moment we became infected, life for us couldn't get any worse. I'm in contact with infected in other places, trying to keep tabs on which way the cities are moving so I can help the infected surviving out in the northwestern tundra as best as I can. What you're doing is insane in a lot of ways. Where did your conviction come from? Did someone teach you all this? No. What taught me was both malignant and deranged, brimming with the arrogance of rule and the terror of power. And I vowed to walk against it. I'm going to tear their decorous flesh straight from their bones, pull apart the noble cities, their pride built layer by layer, and let everyone know the truth, everyone out on the tundra. And after that, we'll decide our own destinies. Yeah, it's a shame you kept that conviction. Shame you didn't keep that conviction, rather. We're going to clear this land out. We'll found our own homeland, and if anyone thinks to stop us, we'll topple them right there and then. Part of this world belongs to the infected in the first place, just as so many places across the land belong to all people. Be more realistic, Tallulah. This is all too out there. If you do this, the village will be destroyed. They'll have nowhere to go, and the patrol unit will chase them down. And if I don't do this, the village will still end up abandoned over time. Not everyone can join the army. The elderly, children, the injured and sick. If you have them give up everything they've ever survived on, they'll die no matter the soil quality. I know, Alina. So we'll find somewhere new. Come on, let's go. We've got somewhere we can stay tonight. Thank you for having us. Ain't nothing. Without you, we'd probably all be dead by now. Though we're still pretty much at death's door. Sorry, back at the start, seeing you. I was readying up to fight. That was all my bad. I don't really have anything left to welcome you with either. Just put up with this bit of oak gruel, I guess. We're extremely thankful, sir. You shouldn't have, honestly. No, it's nothing. We only had this bit left over anyway. However many days we have left, it makes no difference. You want to set up a village, huh? Doesn't matter how far you go, there's no point. Not much point at all. We can't run. You know how big Ursus is? There's no point heading anywhere when there's patrol guys all over. And other people aren't going to want us. We've got nowhere to go. It amazes me that the patrol units haven't got that same level of corruption that you would expect from this location or the place that the location is inspired on. You know, the kind of corruption where they quote-unquote go out to do their patrol, don't do their patrol, then come back saying, yep, we've done our patrol. Which is something that they do a lot with. Then come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Anyway, where? Now? It doesn't mean to be now. I'll wait until you've fought it through. Or if you end up with absolutely nowhere left to go, and you still want to live on, come find me, or find one of my brothers. Have a nice book reading, Karma, or I'm going to VR chats. Okay. Have a nice time. If we head for the wilderness, life in the tundra is cruel, to say the least. But we've got places to go. Places without the half of civilization as of yet. We'll find somewhere we can sow and harvest. We'll have so many people. They'd surely be able to help out with business. And we'd have an income. We can grow alfalfa and you can tend the rabbits. We can always live on. And if the patrolmen come, we defeat them. Huh? What did you just say? What can I do? Oh, what I can do, you can do. You were correct, arming yourself against me back there. If people think to come and rob us, we'll come together and fight them off. The infected have strength. We infected can, bit by bit, regain our own lives. Our bread, our flames. We're doing so well as well. Oh well. How many times did I say well just then? We were doing so well as well. Oh well. Okay. I think I've got time for one more storybook. Karma went Waluigi. Wah. Yeah, I think I'll do one more cutscene. Death comes when beckoned. In reality, just witnessing an atrocity is enough to make one become part of it. Okay. Central District. Help me. We're reunion too. Why are you doing this? You sarcasms always bite whatever hand feeds you. What's happening? Oh, I guess in this case it probably is literally biting. The sarcasms barricading the street are massacring reunion. Captain? Need to help the casualties. You are... Captain? Oh, you are Captain? I'm going. Why? Why? How did reunion get like this? How did it get like this? Weren't we going to unite? Weren't we going to be a family of our own? Each other's kin? See you. Stop. Heavy weapon throwers. Careful. Giant floating weapons. Is that you, feline? You did that? You're a caster? Put your weapons down. It's okay now. Go. Go. Go where? We've already... My teammates, my old friends, they all... Ching, help him. Got it. Come here, brother. These sarcas just don't see. Oh, just get them to talk like the other reunion members to make them feel at ease. Okay. I'll say it again, Sarkaz. Put down your weapons. You think you will stop resisting just because you're holding a weapon? We don't think that way. Then you want to be killed? We don't have much of a choice. Attacking your own comrades, hurting your own kin. When were the infected ever our kin? Our kin only numbers Sarkaz. You couldn't have said that when you joined Reunion. Betraying, harming your family, playing other people's feelings. Disgusting. Watch out for those weapons. Move. Rosmontis, stop. Amia. Raiden just sent it out. The last message Dr. Kelsey gave us was that we should take care around the special infected. They're likely a variant of the special infected from Longman, and we don't know if they'll infect others in progression. Sarkaz warriors, listen to me. There are some Sarkaz with deep infection, and they're catalyzing the other infected. We need the other infected to withdraw from this current area. Your block still has infected survivors apart from you. And they're all non-combatants. Even if we won't pass through here, I still hope we can all lend a hand to ensuring the safety of those infected. That's impossible. They wouldn't do that. They have no conscience. We've seen it. We went out on our own. We can't pull back. If they come this way, we'll have to get rid of them. We can't even let more Sarkaz get infected. You might get infected yourself. Who gives a damn? You want to end up like them too? Those monsters controlled by arts. You don't give a damn if you do. Not the first time we've been made out to be monsters, is it? Oh, the city's toast. Sooner or later, sure, we might end up like them. But if we can exterminate them, then everything gets a little easier. Some people can still live on. As long as Tallulah isn't dead, the city will be annihilated. If W can't kill her, there's no chance you can. You don't stand with the winner. You can't If you don't stand with the winner, you can't win. In war, if you can't win, you die. But if you keep hurting anyone infected, then this might be where you die. And what if I die then? What if I turn into one of Mephisto's herds, huh? Mephisto's a monster too. We kill other infected because we're all monsters. All we want is for Sarkaz not to suffer any further. But when you think about it, what if we suffer? When you leave here and go wherever, whatever, will they look you in the eye? Do you not know your end being an infected? Of course you know. The moment you leave that tiny little squad of yours, you'll die. You'll be despised, wrung by the neck, lashed, whipped, and hung. I think they meant hanged. Or you'll be driven out of the cities, run vagrant, and you'll starve, bitten to death by the beasts. You can't live on. And you have no dignity. What do you know? Warrior, tell me that you're not fighting for Tallulah. She's strong. With her, the chance that more people live on is better. We don't care if we kill a few more or for it. Get lost. Next time I'll cut you in half. Feline. If you want to pass through here, then just kill us. We sure don't want to see our own end up that way. That's if you can kill us, though. You really are the most unsalvageable people. Oh, that's a big thud. What? What was that sound? Oh no. The block we're in is nearing one of the command towers. It's nearing the ones the command tower closed off its entrances with. The Reunion is likely trying to raise the entire ceiling layer to cover any way in. We're almost out of time. Sarkaz, I'll give you one last chance. If you don't want to get mangled, pull out. Amir, I'll settle this. Quarters. What do you think you can do? Black lines. That's... What's the state of things? We suppressed all conscienceless sarcasm mercenaries. Okay, that's good. The other infected here. We have news, but I can't say whether it's good or bad. Recon operators looked around a little. There are all over this block, and many of them are in terrible shape. They must have been passive infected, imprisoned, or in concentration. Any passage through the ceiling layer? Yeah, this part leads to an engineering passage. We should be able to directly enter the structural control area. Hack their remote panels. They can't do anything about that. Otherwise, they'll open passages. Recon Ops have sighted at least 4 battlegrounds. All of them guerrillas against other Reunion. The combat situation seems intense. The guerrillas are strong, but the Tallulah-aligned Reunion have the terrain advantage. The Sarkaz mercenaries backing them. They won't be able to push through for a while. It's okay, Amir, Captain. Us engineers will sneak our way in. We'll cut the energy supply to the whole ceiling layer. Can you do it? Definitely. That's too risky. Entering the core city was risky in the first place. No objections then? We're going. Then... Take care. Take care. We're not elite operator or Osmontis' squad for nothing. Don't you worry about a thing. Put your own safety first. If you wanted us to listen, you wouldn't have used those arcs just now. Engineering group, move out. Hustle your bustles. I love that line. Hustle your bustles. They're gone. Oh, Amir, you shouldn't use up your strength here. Let me handle all that. This way, you'll be able to do less harm. Does Rhode Island not want me to do things this way? That's not it. It's just... If we could, we obviously don't want things done this way. And the only thing I've used up is strength. What you use up is your awareness. I don't really care. But we should care. Amir, this fellow wants a few words with you. Ah, you're from Reunion, infected friend. Can I call you that? Whatever, just whatever. We're all done for. I wanted to ask where you're going to go, and if we can go with you, maybe. We've got nowhere to really go. The Sarkaz will kill us, and we don't want to fight our own people anymore. The guerrillas will kill us, for sure too. Question. Can we recruit as many Reunion as possible? That sounds like a good idea. Why do you feel that way? They'd kill anyone they wanted, wouldn't they? I've heard there's times they'll kill the infected just because someone said something or other wrong. I'm not sure. They might do that, but they might not. My belief is you have to see how they truly are to reach the facts. You can't just go on hearsay. But we won't force you off where they are. You're afraid of them, and things they're doing don't sit well with you. And that's why I wanted to ask where you're going. We're heading for the core command tower. Are you insane? I don't know why I answered that as a yes. That wasn't a yes, but okay. We want to put a stop to this turmoil, so we have to head to the command tower. Can I ask you for a favor, infected friend? If it's killing, then no. It's not. I'm hoping you can all safeguard the bystander infected on this block. Be careful, they might not like you. They might not like your uniforms. Then what do we do? I think you'll have two options. One is take off the uniform and be reunion no longer. And the other is wear your uniforms. Your uniforms? Yes, your reuniforms. Wear your uniforms, but do what you should do. One option is easy, one's very hard, but I believe this is something you should choose for yourselves. Command tower entrance. Big boy. Curs, the cowards. They're blocking off the tower entrances with ceiling layers. Have we still not breached them? The Sarkaz mercenaries are entrenching every ceiling sector's inroads. Other infected have constantly been harassing us. We can't concentrate our attention. You, repeat. You're asking us and Rhode Island to cooperate. I am. If Rhode Island is unworthy of your trust, then you don't need to think about any of the city's people for a second more. Even if the rules are going out of style, they'll still play by them. Even if they still owe the captain their lives. If we all die here, he'll carry on Patriot spirit. We have the strength, and Rhode Island has the knowledge. At the last, Cal sits incredible on both counts. I personally think she's on par with the captain, and you saw even the captain gave her his recognition. The ceiling layer's still rising. You'd better decide, because we don't have much time left. That's more or less the shape of things. I've already told them about things, so Amia, I'm not asking you to agree to this. I'm just thinking it might be good for us, right? It'll lead to a little less wounded all around. I'm not really on top of things. It's alright, guard. Your proposal is reasonable. It's just that we won't do things the same way the shield guards do. We don't have the right to exercise over the infected, and we won't adopt their disciplinary methods. Are they almost here? Should be. Amia, I'm making less and less sense of everything. Feline, I'm looking for your leader. If you want revenge, is now a good time. And don't think you could try pissing me off just because you know a bit of arts, white cat. Here, cat. I don't like you. Am I making you realise the way you do things? You're no merchant underling, eh? You're more like some infected warrior hero, aren't you? What are you talking about? Guerrilla fighter. You can't threaten our employees. You don't have the authority. The Lord. Can you command those Sarkaz? I can't, and I couldn't. Please don't call me that. All I am is a member of Rhode Island. Nothing to do with race, nor any arbitrary form of power. Then that makes things simple. If you and them have absolutely no blood affinity, you're going to team up with us here, wreck the command tower together. What are you so on guard for? We are obviously the ones yielding here. The other guerrillas still don't know what I'm up to, but I have faith you feel the same way as them. The city's people are enslaved by Tallulah and her wicked plans, and you too want to liberate them. We want to revive hope for the infected, so let's light one more flame for this city. If you truly fight for the infected, then you're sure to agree. Now answer, Rhode Island. Okay. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to look what it is like. Why is that there? That's going to be annoying. Basically, only those two things can really be used. Okay, I'll deal with that another time, though.
Ciao, Doctor.
Oh. Ugh. But anyway, for now I'll leave it here. I think that is a good place to end it. We've done a very decent amount of work, not gonna lie. We've gone through, what, 4 stages and 3 cutscenes? So that's a pretty decent amount of time, and we only managed to do it in about, what, nearly 3 hours? So that was decent timing. I might actually be able to get through this quite quickly, especially now that it's holidays. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along. I'm really liking the story so far. I like the back and forth. I find it interesting where Tallulah comes from. I'm still not, I'm not exactly convinced of anything.
Sleep tight. Enjoy your sweet dreams while you still can.
At the very best, it makes me understand what she was like, but for the most part, I'll admit, regardless of what the tragic backstory is, I do feel as though it doesn't change what she's already been doing. So I'm sure something will happen. Something will sidestep and make me realize, oh, okay. But still, I think regardless of the reason, regardless of everything, she's still done too much wrong for people and ruined something that could have been really good. Regardless of her reasoning, regardless of what her end plan is, that is the reason I don't like her. It's not so much the face value, it's just more so what she's done, regardless of reasoning. That's the only reason why I'm always so critical. Because nothing would undo that, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I think that part of it, my opinion there, I don't think will change. I just don't think it will. I'll agree with stuff. I will like things. I'll probably appreciate her a lot more. But I just think I won't, The only thing, literally at this point, the only thing I think that could even remotely absolve her would be like some freaky mind control shit. But I mean, I don't see that happening. So, that's the thing. The only point in which I can't, the only thing where I can't, agree with, where I can agree with what she did rather was, the only two I forgive are Mephisto and Faust. That I understand.
Sleep tight.
And I do admit, while I am constantly going on about Tallulah, I do often seem to forgive Mephisto a lot more than one would expect, considering it's the same circumstance. I think the only difference there is he's a kid, and that's probably the reason why I sort of give a bit of leniency towards that. I still don't, I don't agree with what he's done. I don't like that, and I think he definitely deserves some form of punishment, but still, anyway, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, one thing I wanted to do, which I forgot to do at the beginning of this stream, so I'll do it now just so that we have it on record. There's a few things I kind of want out of this. Well, not kind of want, but things that I kind of hope will happen and probably expect. But what I suppose goals, obviously we want the city to stop. We don't want it to crash into Lungmen. That's main goal. That needs to stop. That needs to cut out. Cut that out stop. Just pause it, have it stop moving. That needs to be the outcome. I suppose, get into the heart of the thing, if there is a conspiracy that goes beyond Tallulah, then that definitely needs to be addressed. I do also kind of think that Tallulah needs to die. Not again, I know there's plenty of backstory to come, I know there's things that's going to change my mind, but I feel like it might be too late. I feel like regardless of, again, unless something changes her entire personality, I don't see this being resolved without, you know, physically stopping her. So again, there might be something to change that, but she needs to be stopped, period. It's basically my point. And if nothing else can change that, then she needs to die. That's kind of the thing. So like, if something can irreversibly change it and stop what it's doing without it, then fine. But as it currently stands, from what I've seen, it does feel like the only way out of it would be to kill her. It just seems like the best solution, just for the sake of stopping everything, because it seems like she's a sort that won't stop. I know, sorry, I have to keep reiterating it, just because I need to make sure it's clarified. Beyond that, so while I do think she should die, I, however, don't want to kill Mephisto, because I know we will be confronting him, I assume anyway, because this is the end. But my outcome for him, the preferred outcome, would be detained. I'm sure we've got Briggs in Rhode Island. So, at the very least, I kind of hope, because I think, like, yeah, you know, there's nothing, nothing can reverse what he's done. No, I don't think anything ever will. He kind of needs... He can't be at all anywhere near society anymore, basically. Let's just put it that way. But I don't think he should die. I think it should just be... He should be detained. And for God's sake, someone give him a psychologist. Someone. But that's kind of the thing. Like, I think that's probably the best. I'd say that's the best outcome, I feel, would be we are able to detain Mephisto. I don't like the idea that we're going to have to fight him again, because that was a nightmare last time. Although, to be fair, it was more so Faust that was the issue when we played that stage. So maybe it won't be too bad if we fight him again. But yeah, I kind of hope that we can salvage it a bit. So I kind of hope that we can... not necessarily save him, but you get what my point. You know, detain him and, at the very least, sort of do something, at least. I feel like something needs to be tried. But, and then last thing, I think, would be what remains of Reunion that hasn't sided with Tallulah needs to join Rhode Island, or continue on, but I don't really see the point. I don't think Reunion can continue on. I don't think there's any of the leadership left now. They're either dead or changed sides or whatever, so I think... yeah, I think they need to join Rhode Island or just go away. But I think Rhode Island would be the best option for them, so I kind of hope that we can... Basically, I hope we can salvage as much from Reunion as physically possible. And I kind of hope that be what we can do. So those are my... So just to recap, my goal, my hopes would be to stop the city, to stop Tallulah as utmost as possible, even if that means killing, to hopefully not kill Mephisto, and we can just take him back, detain him, keep him locked up. Nothing's going to change what he's like, but at the very least, maybe get him some help. And then just salvage what we can from Reunion and hopefully have them be with us. That seems to be the best outcome. I don't think it will happen because this is Arknights and everything is always depressing, but that's my hope. That's sort of what my ideal circumstance would be that. Basically just things need to go right. Stop Crash, kill Tallulah, detain Mephisto, recruit remaining. Yep, that's basically the goals. It doesn't necessarily need to be kill Tallulah, but that's just what it seems like at the moment would be the only way of stopping her. But we'll see how it goes. But that's the goals that I have in mind. You're thinking like Anya there. I suppose, yeah. It is kind of like that. But that is my ideal scenario. What could, if everything goes well, if the stars align, if Arknights can stop being depressing for 1 second, because we need to win. We have not been winning at all for the past 8 chapters. I don't think we've won a single thing at the moment. Like, we've succeeded in stuff, but it still feels like a loss every time we do it, so I don't know, it feels like we need a victory at some point. But yeah, so those are my goals. But until then, though, that will be the end of it. I'm not entirely sure when I will be streaming Arknights again next week. It won't be on the Saturday like normal because I've actually got a collab on a Saturday. I don't know if I'll be streaming the collab or if I'll just be joining them. But, so it won't be the Saturday. It'll either be the Friday or the Sunday. I might do a poll again, see what people prefer. But beyond that, I will be playing some more games. I'll be trying to play Cyberpunk again. I think I'm gonna pick up Code Vein again, so I'm gonna continue on with that. Why not both? I might do. I definitely plan on doing at least 2 Arknights per week now that I'm on holiday. So it might end up being both, or I might do the Arknight stream earlier on in the week, so it could be a bit more spread out. We'll have to see how it goes. But that's the general idea. I'll make a schedule for tomorrow and share it then. But until then, you have a long holiday? Yeah. Sort of. I do sort of go into work every now and then, but it's not as required. But yeah, but anyway, until then, though, thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I shall catch you all the next time. Oh, hey, I'm getting into Cyberpunk at the moment too. I've had the game since launch but didn't play. Yeah, that's kind of the same with me. But yeah, until then though, thank you all and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, I've not done your eye, just to make sure to do that I will.